Hi, Lilia Let It Go Sinclair, and this is a video for people with teenagers, young adults who are struggling with their health in any shape or form. Maybe they are socially isolating and have been for a while. They may be in hospital. You may be at your wit's end trying to figure it all out, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, maybe been feeling guilty, maybe actually driving yourself insane. So this video is for you. Please share it with other people that you know have got are worried about their young adult children. I'm outside and I'm standing up, and I encourage you to do the same, because this is possibly the most emotive subject, is the parent-child relationship, that love, that need to protect, to help them survive, which really comes down to that we don't trust them to work this all out for themselves. So giving them a little bit of emotional space, and that doesn't mean to say that you keep coming up with solutions. It absolutely, you tap into your intuition and really feel inside what would be a good next step. But within that, you have to let go of all your own suffering so that you can hear what your intuition is saying, and that you're acting really out of unconditional love and not out of fear, which is what most of us are doing. So just start off by thinking about your child. There'll always be a child to you, no matter what age. Get their face into your memory and see, what does the body say? Feel the reaction to that picture you've just brought into your mind's eye. And just allow whatever comes in to come in. Allow it, welcome it, and just let it go. And welcome all trying to figure it out, what you should have, could have, would have, done, do, all of that, all the mind stuff. Welcome all trying to figure it out, and just let it go. Just for now, set it free. And welcome all wishing it was different, if only, if only, if only, if only, and wanting to know when they're going to get better, when things are going to show an upturn. Welcome all of that, wishing it was different, wanting to know, and just let it go. Set it free. And welcome all the control, wanting to control it, feeling out of control, feeling scared, what's going to happen, what if they harm themselves, what if, welcome all that control, or lack of control. Welcome it completely, and just let it go. Set it free. And welcome all thinking about the worst case scenario, about your dire need to keep them safe, wanting them to be safe, all of that. Welcome that story, the worst case scenario, and just let it go. Take a nice few deep breaths. In for 5. And out for 7. In. And out. In. Out. nice deep breaths. Okay, and then we'll start some tapping. The body is holding the energy. The body is holding the fears and the traumas from the past. Maybe all the things that you've been told, on the concepts and labels you've been given around your child. All of that, just start tapping. Start tapping on your sternum. Okay. Even although I'm scared, even although I'm terrified, overwhelmed with fear. What if they try to harm themselves? What if they're not safe? I keep having these horrible thoughts. I'm absolutely terrifying myself with thinking about the worst case scenario. But even although I'm having all these thoughts and feelings, I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Even although I just want them to get better. I just want to see them. I want to have an honest conversation. I want to touch them. Maybe you're isolated from them right now. All these things that my heart desires that I just can't have for now. But even although I'm wanting, and even although I can't have right now, I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Even although I have this inner agony. Keep breathing, keep tapping. Listen, bring up everything that the mind's saying. Even though I'm scared to let go, it's my child. I love them with all my heart and soul and being. And this fear, people don't understand. I don't feel listened to and understood. That even although I'm having all these thoughts and feelings, and even although I'm feeling really sorry for myself, I feel like a victim in all this. And even although I'm taking it personally, why would they not speak to me? Why would they not hug me? Why would they not talk to me? How can they not understand my pain, my suffering? All of these things that are completely human to feel and think, but that are causing me so much suffering. I'm thinking, and I'm feeling terrible. But I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Deep breath. Blow it all out. Let it go. Remember, when you start this process of letting go of your suffering, the mind will tell you, but the suffering keeps me connected, keeps me close. Nothing could be further from the truth. The suffering keeps you shut off from your intuition, shut off from what's real and true, what the truth is here. Let it go. And you can always pick your fear back up if you prefer it there, because a lot of us are addicted to the hormones of stress. But I invite you to just, for a second, let go of that fear and that suffering around your child, around your worst fears. Let it go for a second and tune into what's really there. And now to finish off, we're just going to tap. I have the courage to let go of my suffering. It is safe for me to let go of this agonising pain around my child. I am powerful and I have the capacity to let go of the suffering. I allow myself to be connected to Source, to the Divine, to God, to my intuition. I allow myself to trust in my child. Just for now, just for a second. I allow myself to think about the best case scenario. It's a spiritual journey and they're learning and they'll come out the other side. Super strong, compassionate, and emotionally intelligent beings. I allow myself to believe in the healing. I allow myself to let go of all this wanting to control others, to control myself, to control everything. I'm letting it go now. Just for a second. I allow myself to tap in to the peace. I allow myself to trust and surrender to what is. I allow myself to learn to master my emotions and my suffering. I'm letting go of all other people's points of view and perceptions. And I'm letting go believing any of this is my fault and taking it personally. I'm releasing the feeling of being a victim, that this is happening to me. I allow myself to expand out of that place, that space, and letting go of that feeling. I allow myself to trust and surrender. Deep breath. And really shake up the body and be very, very aware. What's releasing? The energy's moving. That's all. Anything. Feelings, thoughts are just energy. Allow them to move, to be released. Because what happens is when we go, oh no, what if? We actually holding the thing, the worst case scenario in place by our contraction and our fear and our judgment of it. And when we let it go, when we say, well, what if healing was happening, everything's unfolding for her greater or his greater good, for my greater good? What if we're just in the middle of a story and I can let go of trying to control the outcome and trust? What if? Watch your language. Always asking for the solution. What would it take for me to be free from this suffering? What would it take for my child to be completely free from suffering? What would it take for me to feel less controlling, less of a victim? How does it get better than this? What would it take for me to truly trust in this process that I cannot control? What would it take for me to get a loving message from my loved one, from my child? What would it take for me to feel truly connected again? For them to communicate with me lovingly? So start thinking about all the things, how you would love it to be. Use the language, ask the right questions, and let go of the pain. Practice over and over and over again. How much do you want to be free from the suffering so that you can truly tap into what's right for your child, your young adult, your teenager? Just let go. Just for now, trust and surrender. Loads of love.